What's up, YouTube? Your boy Chitty back here again, aka Legends, Chris, whatever the fuck you want to call me. You already know how the deal goes. I want to talk a little bit about Fortnite on Twitter. Everybody's blowing up, raging about. And there's one particular picture that uploaded 3 hours ago. As you guys know, today's 420. You fucking stone schedule coming up. My name on PlayStation, so there's gonna be designated time. We'll be streaming every day, probably 2-3 times a day on weekends, on weekdays. Probably 2 times a day. It'll probably be like maybe 2 or 3 hours in the morning, and then a longer stream in the evening, because that's usually when a lot of people get home. A lot of kids get home, so they can watch more in the evening after school, work, whatever. I haven't really set up a time yet. I'm thinking I'll do it from to maybe 11 in the morning. Just a 3, maybe 4 hour. I might do 8 to 12. I don't know yet in the morning, but all that will change eventually after I graduate. But anyway, that'll be the set time until I graduate. And then in the evening, I'm thinking 5:30, maybe 6 to like 12, 1 o'clock. Get a few hours in the streaming then as well. I don't know how I'm gonna do it at 1 o'clock because I ain't gonna wake up in the morning. I don't know. We'll figure out a time. I'll get my sleep schedule down to the times that I'll be streaming, having to wake up, come home, get an hour nap in or some shit, and stream until then, and then go back to sleep. It's got to be a cycle, man. Consistency, man. Consistency. Anyway, we'll pack a lip, dripping on that because our clean rain. As always, well, not as always, but typically as always, there's some times here and there that my score runs out of it, but it's all right. We're back on it again 3 times. And Fortnite has really surprised me lately with some of the updates they brought out. Now they got the new Triceratops or whatever the fuck it's called skin now, new dinosaur skin. It looks pretty cool in a way, but I'm not gonna buy it. Kind of just waiting for season 4, so I can actually start that season off because shit happens. Anyway, but no. This new LMG, I want to know what your thoughts are on it. Personally, on mobile, I fucking hate it. Well, actually, I'll take it back. I don't fucking hate it. I like it to an extent, but Jesus Christ. I have a feeling if I had a controller. Hang on, guys. I'm having a feeling if I had a controller, I'd like it a lot more. That's what I've seen on mobile, at least. Even the rare. This is the only one I found is rare. Even on the rare, when I fire it, when you shooting shit and you aim down, like when you crouch, the gun goes everywhere. It keeps just going up, and this. I'm telling you, it goes everywhere, and you can't control it because when you're holding your phone, you're holding the joystick to move back and forth, so you're gonna get hit, and also another fire button. You can't keep holding it down and keep moving at the same time. It's a little hard. You're not thinking about it when you're in a gunfight. So on mobile, I don't like it that much, but it is a good gun. I do like it as a gun overall. But that ain't what we're talking about today. Toby, what the fuck are you doing? Hang on. Guys, give me 1 second. The Snapchat's real. Anyway, they released 3 hours ago. Probably going to be 4 by the time I see this. Of a picture that has a blueprint in the back with a house on it. There's passports on front of that blueprint. And it says Jonesy, Johnsy, whatever, dude's name, a blonde-haired character, stock character. 2018 forward. April 2018. Then it shows all the good shit. It says convention center, all that. Then on the right side of the passport, like you have your left side that shows you basic information, and the right side shows destination. China, 2018, 4/23. Now, the meteor showers done started coming in, or comet showers, whatever the fuck you want to call them, started coming in the map already. So the meteor or whatever, comet, whatever the fuck you want to call it, hit the map on 423. And we have a new map come out. Or could this dude just be dipping out of the map because he wants to go to safety? Or could Fortnite servers be going to China? Could this be their servers, their leak, that China is getting servers for Fortnite? I mean, there's a bunch of different things. I mean, it could be a new map, just a theoretical thing that, hey, this dude is leaving to go to safety, or the servers for China. I mean, you never know. I mean, if it goes to China, like, if China gets servers, like they open up servers for China, for the, I don't know what the fuck to call them, Chinese, Asians, whatever. If they open up servers for them, the game's gonna go fucking huge. Absolutely huge. I mean, you thought USA and shit blew up. China people getting on fucking games? That's like Bruce Lee and a half. You might as well go ahead and say season 4 is going to have a Bruce Lee character instead of John Wick. And they're going to fuck everybody up. Yeah, if it goes to China, the game's blowing up even more than it already has. Yeah, I mean, that's hands down. I forgot I had my blanket back there. Hands down, without a fucking question asked, Fortnite will blow up if it goes to China. Or if they have a new map. I mean, it'd be cool to have a fucking Asian type of themed map. Honestly. I think that'd be pretty cool. But then again, if they blow up this new map, blow up the old map, what are they going to do about the players that don't like the new map? Like, there's always going to be a player, or players, in other words, that ain't going to like the new map. Are they going to do it like PUBG did? Bring out the new map and still have the old one? So it's like a vice versa optional thing. You can play the new map or the old map. Hang on, guys. Damn snuff is sliding back. So, don't expect a new map exactly, but it's a possibility. Anything's possible with Fortnite, with Epic Games. They've done some really crazy shit lately. So, I mean, if you do a whole new map, that's going to put Fortnite ahead of the game. They'll beat, well, actually, I think the new map for PUBG comes out the 28th of April. If I remember correctly. I think that's what they've announced. I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Fortnite is already blowing up majorly. It's taking over the world. Me and my barber actually talked about this, about Fortnite. I shaved this shit up too, and reminded me of that. I'm glad I said that. Me and my barber talked about that shit while I was cutting my hair about Fortnite and about Ninja. He was talking about how Ninja was on the fucking news. Shit about making $500K a month. About how he and his kids play sports games, and since he started playing PUBG, he played with his kids since. No, if I'm thinking if Fortnite makes this new map, if there actually is a new map coming, it's going to blow up. Like, it's already blowing up now. And I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. It'd be cool to have. But then again, Fortnite really ain't even been out that long, so I don't see how they would make a new map this early. I could see for like a 1 year thing, they would make a new map. But I don't know about this early. I mean, I'm scrolling through the Twitter page looking for some more shit to discuss. I thought about the other day. All right, another thing to talk about. There's a picture on a Fortnite mobile page I had on where I play mobile right now, and I'm looking like that's basically like finding your group to play with. People were posting pictures of this Twitter post that said Fortnite would end like fucking May 30th or some bullshit. I forgot the date that exactly had. Because there was a lawsuit PUBG was filing on them. They can't file a lawsuit on Epic Games for making a Battle Royale game. Battle Royale is a genre of the game right now. They'd have to file it against H1Z1 and all that shit. So they're definitely not going to specifically target Epic Games on Fortnite. So no, I'm almost 99.99999% sure Fortnite ain't going nowhere. As much money as they're bringing in from these fucking skins that they're launching, $20 a fucking legendary skin. And it's still like $20 for an epic with some extra VC over, not including all the dances and shit they're adding in. Drake possibly making a new song if they add his mode in the game. Fortnite ain't going nowhere. I hate to tell them, but Fortnite is not going anywhere. Let me look up the week 9 challenges. We're going to talk about those real quick. Hang on. Give me 1 second, guys. The week 9 challenges are a little interesting. I've seen them. People want me to talk about them a little bit and thought, my opinion, if they were a little overboard or outrageous. If I remember correctly, when I first seen them, they were basically like the rest of the week challenges. They always had the same type of idea for them. We're going to look and see what we're talking about here. The season 4 was going to be interesting. All right, so the week 9 challenges. You've got, this is an interesting one that I've seen. It says you have to deal 5,000 damage to opponent structures. Now, that's going to be a little iffy. It's going to take a little bit of time, especially if, not for console players. Mobile players, different story. Next one was search chests on haunted hills. That's a given. They always usually give a location you have to search so many chests in. Like I think week 8. Let's see what week 8 was. Yeah, you had to search chests in Snobby Shores. Week 7, you had to search chests in Lonely Lodge. They've always really had that one the past couple of weeks, and I think for every week. Build structures. You got to build like 250 structures or some shit. Pretty simple. All right, visit 3 different taco shops in a single match. That was a good one. That was an interesting one. That was a little bit challenging for some players. No, I mean, it's a pretty easy one still. There was one in the indoor soccer field, Tilted Towers, and then there's one by the chairs. You know the location of that. That was the 3 easiest spots to visit at one time. Start the soccer field and go tilted, then you run down to the chair map. I looked that one up, how to do that one. Anyway, next one was follow treasure map in Moisty Mire. You always have one of these typically. You always have to either search between 3 locations and find the little marker, or you have to follow a treasure map. That's a given. Shotgun elimination's easy. I think you had to get 4 of them. And eliminate opponents in Lucky Lane. You had to eliminate 3. That is a given. Usually you have to eliminate some type of opponent somewhere. I think that was also in week 8. Yep. And Dusty Depot, week 7, you had to eliminate Shifty Shafts. That is a given. You're definitely going to have that. Now, week 10 is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. You got to think, guys, this Battle Pass only lasts. Let me see what the Battle Pass, I don't even have it. Battle Pass ends in 11 days, guys, and then Season 4 starts. I mean, what the fuck are y'all waiting on? I mean, this shit's easy. Not including the news they released. They gave you 2 tiers, 20 stars. It's 2 tiers, guys. It's not 20 tiers. It's 2 tiers they gave you free. Not including they have also launched out a double XP weekend from yesterday, I think. Yeah, right. Yesterday to Monday this week. So if you guys cannot get John Wick by then, if y'all are not winning or whatever, there's something wrong. Now I can get if you guys are like only tier 50 or some shit, you won't get it. But if you're like tier 80, tier 90, it's a given. You're getting this shit. It's easy. Now, this is the first time I've heard a lot of people comparing Fortnite to Call of Duty. Oh shit! Because of the double XP weekend. Why? Because I think it's because they released a double XP weekend that It's going to end up like COD. Apparently, Call of Duty invented double XP, and that's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. Any game can release a double XP without being compared to another game. It seems that Fortnite automatically gets compared to Call of Duty just because they release a double XP. Now, granted, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, but you might as well fucking give the damn scrubs a fucking chance to get the damn John Wick if they can't get it. I mean, I guess. I mean, if that's what they want to do, they do it. I mean, hell, I guess that's a big advantage for players who can't get John Wick right away. I guess they want players to try to be able to get it. Give them a chance if they're behind. Which, I mean, it doesn't hurt really any. My bad, guys. Anyway, so I mean, Fortnite's making big changes. They're making big moves. They're definitely going places with what they're doing. In my opinion, but I don't think Fortnite should be compared to Call of Duty because they did double XP. Honestly, that's just my opinion. It's kind of cool to see that. I think a lot the changes they're doing and stuff they're bringing out for players. Something I would like to see is more skins for players that have been playing longer than others. Like a thank you for playing our game for so long. It'd be pretty cool just to have a skin that others can't get when they started late in the game. I mean, that's just, I don't know. That'd be pretty cool to see, but I think that ever happened. I mean, I know they released the Rustler backpack for their downtime, their big downtime, which I'm having a feeling they really planned that out because the Bright Bomber backpack was released that it was out, the unicorn with the shit. I mean, everybody's seen it. If you look it up on YouTube, you can look it up, the Bright Bomber backpack. Nobody can get it unless Epic Games gives it to you. The Rustler was also the same way until Epic Games gave it to us, and they gave it to us for their 13-hour downtime from when the servers went down bad, which was pretty cool. But guys, it's pretty cool what they're doing. Oh shit, what's that whole thing? I find it pretty cool for what they're doing, honestly. I mean, I know I said it multiple times just now, and I mean, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's interesting how they're changing the game. So, I hope you guys enjoy what they're bringing out. I mean, as much as I am, at least I do like these things are changing somewhat. I'm trying to think of what the fuck. It's hard to tell what the future's going to bring with Fortnite. I mean, as much as they're doing now. I mean, yeah, they're adding stuff in. I mean, it's still in beta, so I believe what they're doing is they're adding things in and taking them out. Like the guided missile was added in for like maybe 2 weeks. They already took it out because they had a lot of issues, apparently, what they claimed. And now it's in the vault of weapons, vault of doom, in other words, what I call it. I like how they're adding things in, testing things so people think about it, and then they take them out and then add something else in new to replace it or to replace something in the game. And then basically what I'm thinking they're doing is they're adding things in, seeing how people like it. If they like it, then they'll probably bring it in when the full game launches, which is kind of cool. Oh, excuse me. And then once the full game launches, I'm having a feeling they're going to put everything in that they think the players liked. Now, I don't know how they'll work that out, like some of the weapons. Like, I know the LMG is probably one of the top guns that people will like. I think there's a P90 coming to the game and some more stuff. But I hope to see some of these guns that I actually like. I hope to see the guy missile back in the game. The full game launches. I liked it pretty well, but it's kind of annoying a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So you had to build a whole 1x1, including a roof, just to keep yourself covered and then push and then keep building again and building again. It's kind of a little annoying. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I want to see what this full game has to offer. I really do. What they're going to have to really offer when it comes. But it's hard to tell, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the updates. I'll be talking about every update pretty much, what I think about it and what comes out new and all the rumors that are on Twitter. And Anyway, until next time, your boy's out. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and when season 4 comes out, there'll be more to come to the channel, especially when I have my PS4. But until next time, mouse and keyboard gameplay. PS4 allows mouse and keyboard without an adapter. I will be bringing some of that, see how well I can play with it. It's going to be a big change, especially with people using Builder Pro, but I'm trying to use both Builder Pro and mouse and keyboard, see which one I like better, and then that'll probably entail what I'll be using for most of my gameplay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, I'm out.